basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. It's Houston and the home team. Here's the starting group for Houston. Patrick Beverly out there with Matthews. Then it's Paul George. And it's Chandler. And it's Fry in at power forward.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And here's Beverly. Dirk Nowitzki getting his three to go. Matthews, no one around him. Here's George.
Go.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Aldridge kicks to Nowitzki. To the inside. With the shot. Out to the right wing. McDermott dishes to Pressing. Aldridge left side. Goes up with it again.
Give me that, man.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Aldridge. He hits both from the strike.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kicks it to Matthews. Dishes it to Fry. Right side, George. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Chandler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
Oh, that is just
Get out of here.
I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Pressey passes to Nowitzki. Wide open shot is on the money. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far. It's picked off. Korver with it. Matthews covering. Korver kicks to Nowitzki. Makes it off the glass. 7 points in the game.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Outside for George. And it's good. Caught through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Houston on D. It's a 3-point game.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Chandler dishes to George. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first.
Out.
And it's Nowitzki missing. Houston trails by 3. And here's Fry from the arc. Rebounded by McDermott. It's deflected. And stolen by Fry. And Matthews throws it down.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's McDermott. Korver passes to McDermott. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he moves on it.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. 1:33 left to play in the first. And the foul called on P.J. Hairston. That's his first foul. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. Chandler kicks to Matthews.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Get the fuck out of here,
It's rebounded by Houston. Left side, George. And some nice passing there by Houston. Another miss by Houston.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Six to shoot. And it's Nowitzki penetrating. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Nowitzki's got 9 points. Houston trails by 3. And Fry kicks to George. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to... Outside, George lets it go with a 3.
Tell him, ball. Kennedy.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Man, look here.
Passing.
Ain't nothing great about you, homeboy.
Without any thought.
Look, girl.
Without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Give me that.
No good from Fry.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Plenty of offense so far. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Patrick Beverly. Paul George is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Matthews. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Young, here we go.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game. Those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Now, here's George. After the miss from Tyson Chandler. Up top, Fry. He's guarded by Dudley. Fry dishes to George. Clock at 6. Fry passes to George. Puts up the baby hook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. For Houston, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And we play to the first minute here in the second.
Give it back.
Daniels with it. George picks him up. Hairston.
Oh, 2, bro.
The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Hairston's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Power hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Give me that shit.
Daniels, no good. Houston trails by 4. And George kicks to Matthews. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there.
I'm on a new level.
I'm
on a new level.
Well, Greg, you played.
I'm on a new level. Keep great to get the
yourself as a
seven.
coach as well.
Dig him a bigger ditch. Dig him a bigger ditch.
Here's Hairston.
Dig him a bigger
No
ditch.
mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long.
You say he great, but he fake.
Like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Come on, man. You called the pass. Appreciate it.
Hairston with the
Throw the
steal.
pass to my neck.
But they'll get another chance.
Get the fuck out of here.
Here's Daniels.
Good shot.
Matthews with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Stone following the score by Houston. Young, a screen on George. 4 on the clock. And the shot is good.
Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
And Fry kicks to Beverly. Chandler dishes to Fry. They get it again. And Chandler throws it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
I'm on a new level.
Fry, good.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Stone passes to Dudley. Young's shot is off.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the...
Gotta be ready. Who that was down there. You gotta be ready, baby.
Boy, guys, they've shown
Gotta
some
be ready.
great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Houston on D. After the miss from Tyson Chandler. Now here's Beverly. Guarded closely. George with no one around. Another miss by Houston.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Houston on D. They trail by 3. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got 6 in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And Noel kicks to Young.
Come on, Daddy.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Beverly dishes to Carroll. Beverly against Pressey. And Beverly kicks to Young. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Noel. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
I'm on a new level.
Nice shot.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, game team.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
George having a fantastic game. He has 11 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Nowitzki is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Pressey. Then it's McDermott. And it's Korver in the shooting guard position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Houston making a switch here. Rice is checked in. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. No good on the second free throw.
Bar don't lie, ref.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
For the lead. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
This nigga here.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas. The rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Allen passes to Young. For three, Price. That's good. Price has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice.
I'm on a new level.
I'm playing without fouling.
And McDermott drops them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's deflected.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Nowitzki kicks to Pressey. Korver gets a wide open look. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Korver's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, good looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Price dishes to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. With the shot. And that's collected by Nowitzki.
He fucking his ass.
Turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Get your bitch ass up, nigga. You just hate.
Kevin, I didn't like
that nigga hit one shot. You ain't talking about him.
Lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Anderson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. 3 on 3. Good. Allen's got the lead up to 2 now for Houston.
And defensively, they're on their
heels
every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Back to Young. Stolen away. Here's McDermott.
Get out of here.
The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Damn,
it's
well.
out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Aldridge drives in.
Give me that, man.
In the layup off the glass.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hand.
And Noel throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And the whistle
Man,
blows
this
in the
nigga, I
backcourt
knew he was
violation.
gonna do it.
Over and back.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Danny. Good on the three-point shot.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's McDermott, defended by George.
Give me that, man.
Passes to Aldridge.
Let's go.
Picture perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Perfect screen there.
You're
Set
excited.
him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Outside Matthews.
Oh, come on,
With the
Matthew.
three-point shot. To the paint. Here's
What
McDermott.
is that?
George with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. Houston making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Fry. Damari Carey comes in for George. And Allen subbed in for Wesley Matthews. The dish to Nowitzki. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Daniels. That 3 off the mark.
Go.
He continues to struggle from the field, but luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Pass to Corker. Nowitzki a screen. Aldridge left side. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. And it's 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock
No,
too.
baby, you gotta go hard. You gotta go harder than that.
And here's Corver from the arc.
Gotta go harder than that, man.
9 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And there's the pass to Young. Again, Young missing. Here's McDermott. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. The home team up by 6. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And so here's the home team. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Get that shit,
So
man.
on the floor for Houston.
Who are they? First they fuck over the
They were
steal.
chanting Fry.
Then they fuck over the
And
block.
it's Matthews. Then there's Price. And it's George in the 3 spot. Picked his pocket. Here's the break. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by Houston. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. They're getting that shot from the middle. We've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their do?
Now here's Dudley. He feeds it to Young. Here's Houston. And he slams that one down.
That's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Rejected by Young. They get it back. Here's Fry. Drops it in from 11 feet. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now here's Dudley. Guarded closely. Five to shoot. Screen by Young. And Dudley gets to Hairston. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Houston trails by 11.
Ah, bro, what is he doing, bro?
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
It's tipped. George dishes the chance. Uses Holcomb to shut him down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from
Let's go.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Oh, here's McDermott.
Good shot.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Come on.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Look good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And he keys it after taking a nice beat on the run. You're telling me.
It's almost like he doesn't like the rim. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots come out.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. He needs all their free throws to go down at this point.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nerlens Noel comes in for Chandler. And it's Young in for Kevin Fry. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call. Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, you also get to set your defense.
Oh, these hoes cheating like a motherfucker.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Aldridge wide open, he fires. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. Young with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. Shot's good from Young. Price against pressing. He kicks to Korver. Passes it to Nowitzki. Matthews with the steal. And it's Houston in the play. The shot.
Come on, man.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Aldridge with some nice deep. The three from Korver. The rebound by Young. Here's Houston now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fires the three. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Now here's Korver. Nowitzki outside.
Boy, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with it.
Bitch ass nigga, come on, bitch. Nobody got time to play with you, man.
They're losing by 4. 19 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Noel against Aldridge. On its way from Young for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Korver. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. To 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. It's Houston facing the Bronx. So the Bronx will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for Houston. Price is on the Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Chandler. And it's George in the small forward. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And Wall kicks to Young. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way. It's George on the wing, covered by Wall. Feeds it to Frye. Fires from deep. Great D that time from Hibbert. Lillard outside. Dishes to Cousins. Here's Wall. And another miss by the Bronx.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lillard. Chandler with the block. Price kicks to George. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Here's Wall. Here's Hibbert. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now, here's Frye. Here's Chandler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
It's Wall with the drive.
Get in,
It's
man.
Cousins. That time on the assist by Wall.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Price outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Cousins. And that one is stuffed right through.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Now here's Mayo.
Come
Following
on,
the
man.
miss by
What the
DeMarcus Cousins. stolen by Mayo. He lobs it up. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Wall passes to Lillard. Back to Wall. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Here's Cousins. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Last break, the Bronx. Wall's shot is off. There's 1:17 left from the first quarter of the game. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Chandler dishes to Fry. Chandler throws it down.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The drive by Cousins. Chandler with the steal. And George kicks to Price. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. On defense, the Bronx trailing by 2 to the paint. Here's Fry. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The shot by Lillard, wide open. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
It's Hibbert with the drive. Missed inside.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on the second free throw. Wall, that's a two-pointer.
Good shot.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for the Bronx, we've got Damian Lillard. Roy Hibbert is out there with Young. And it's Wall. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Mayo. Lays it up and banks it in. Mayo's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Houston. And Wall. Here we go now. Young. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
George up top. Covered by Hibbert. Outside Mayo. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Chandler.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances, a lot more engaged.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. I got you. I got you.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
For three, Fry.
Oh, come on, man.
Miller pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Chandler. Tamari Carey comes in for George. Matthews, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Mark Price. Beverly wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Get the fuck out of here.
Rejected by Wall. And outside.
Get a goddamn ball.
And by Beverly.
Pull up.
Matthews, no one around him.
Pull up.
Sinks it. What
Pull up like Birdman.
Wow. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, I think the defense
pull up like Birdman, man.
Caught him off guard.
Oh, come on, man.
Tight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Back to Noel. The kick out to Matthews. Houston moving it around. Shot from the low block. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many
be an irritant.
they've gotten in the paint,
Yeah, be an irritant, man.
to do much work.
All in his ear, man. Gotta be in his ear. Left him.
Easy one.
Pull up like Birdman, man.
That bucket in no time at all. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Come on, man.
Whoa, with the slam.
Okay. You want to duck? I want to. Oh, you know what I want to do? You know what? Pull up like Birdman, man.
Real plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that.
Oh, you're going to lose it.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute
He's gonna lose
or
it.
he can attack the basket.
He's going to
Just
lose
like we saw.
Oh, he's going to. Told
Got
you.
a piece of it. And stolen by Fry. And it's Houston on the break. And the rejection by Cousins. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And some changes here for the Bronx. Okafor's checked in, and Lee's subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Checked in for the Bronx. Hall comes in for Courtney Lee. .54 seconds left in the first half of the game. A three from Matthews. That's good. Matthews has got 6.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and you call that a streak.
Wall wide open. Wall with another miss.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Fast break, the Bronx. Wall with the ball. And the rejection by Noel. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Beverly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wall against Matthews. Wall.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead.
Just drunk for a losing nigga. You want to pause the game? Because you did a highlight dunk. That's how you wanted the fame. I want the money.
Now a timeout call.
Yeah, I want the money. I want the money, man. I want the money. I want the money. I want the money. No, it ain't funny. Yeah, I want the money. Hold up. Yeah, I want the money. Gotta come through. Gotta put it in my tummy. Gotta eat. Come through. On my feet. Don't wear them Nike. Wear the feeler. I done came through. Don't wear them to the tealer. That was old school. That was damn fool. I would come through. I was damn screw. I'ma act fool. I'ma come down. Hey, represent next time they're gonna come through. Got that boy Velo. Got that boy Velo. Got the boy Velo. He thinks he's a hero. I'm gonna come through, but he's really a zero. I ain't even tripping. I'm gonna come through, the microphone was dripping. Yeah, I'm from the H-Town, Texas 7113. I'm gonna come through, nigga, looking real mean. Hold up, B5. Yeah, I'm going live. I'm gonna come through, stinging boy like Beehive. I'm gonna sting like a beehive. A waltz. I'm gonna come through, cause we finna take a loss. Man!
And so that's the end of the first half. Houston leads by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Your boys finna what take a loss. I ain't Rick Ross, but you know I'm a boss.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at DeMarcus Cousins. What a contribution.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
That reach he's shown, Greg, has certainly been fantastic in getting to some of these shots. I mean, he looks like he's got telescopic arms out there.
Oh, rolling around the globe.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway. And it's been a close one so far.
Cousins playing well. He's got 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
So on the floor for Houston. Channing Frye out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Noel. Then it's Matthews. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Carroll. Not a lot of room. And the rejection by Cousins. And here's Frye from the arc. Goes up again.
Look at that.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's how we do that now. That's how we do that yes. He's quit. That's foolish. That's quit. That was for King, bitch ass nigga that's watching my broadcast spot, nigga. I'm out. Yes!